Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. Today's daily is to attack with 45 creatures, nice and generic. And we're going to try out a new deck from Power Dragon, a Golgari Ramp deck. Now, kind of like what I've been seeing with a lot of Golgari decks I look at, it really is just to play the fun cards and try to get out some of your big stuff. That's what this deck is. So that big stuff, that fun stuff, through the Omenpath, at the beginning of combat on your turn, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. This is just a free card, a free creature, is what this is. Typically we're going to be hoping for things like Vaultborn Tyrant, Aclazotz, Overlord of the Hauntwoods, Elegy Acolyte, and Ouroboroid, because these are our more expensive creatures. Not that expensive, but they are our more expensive creatures. And that's kind of the thing. That's the main thing. Every other creature, we have three other creatures: Llanowar Elves, Intrepid Paleontologist, and Leyline Weaver, which will exclusively be one and green. Kind of nice that you can do red or green for this. These all help us build up mana. And the fun thing about Leyline Weaver is that whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, untap this creature, which is, the rest of our good stuff. Defend the Rider to protect some of our stuff. Shoot the Sheriff, Strategic Betrayal for removal. Same thing with Archdruid's Charm, though this can also be removal for artifacts and enchantments. Maelstrom Pulse, same thing, destroy target non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. This could be really good for token decks. So it's just in here, and again, it's just more removal, especially if your opponent is playing multiple of a card that you want to get rid of. So why not? And then everything else is just kind of fun. Like if you can get Ouroboroid out with these guys out in the field, that's game over. Typically. So I don't know. I didn't have to use any wild cards for this version of it. There's a few different, I have different counts of cards, but not that big a deal. So I'm going to give it a shot. Golgari, I think I've said it before, Golgari is one of those colors that I do have kind of a hard time with at times, because a lot of the times the better strategies with Golgari are takes that I don't typically play myself, or that I don't like playing all that much. So, yeah. Okay, not much really going on here other than having 2 forms of removal. Hopefully we'll get some stuff going later, but this is passable. But hey, this is the first time running the deck, so really this is kind of an opportunity just to see how the deck runs. Try to find out what hands are better to start with. You know what I mean? Like this could prove to be a bad opening hand. I mean, yes, we do have two strategic betrayals that defend the rider for protection. Our opponent is playing plains, so, or at least they're starting off with plains, a second plains, Dollmaker's Shop. Okay, interesting. Can't do anything. I can't do anything with Druid yet. It's too bad. Wait, what is this? Okay, no. Yeah. Hexproof and indestructible instead of anything else. But hey, we can do this now, so get rid of that. Yeah, I didn't want you having that. It's a bad idea. Did I just kill their strategy? Blue. Interesting. So a little bit of a token stack, maybe? Surprising. And no, we're good with what we got. Oh crap. Oh well. Yes, I meant to keep a mana up so I could defend the rider, but it doesn't look like that'll be a problem at the moment. This is a enchantment stack. Okay. Not what I was expecting. They must have just drawn that, I guess. Okay. Well, let's force you to get rid of one of your tokens. And let's go for another one. Because all of those things need to go away. Okay. And sure. Shelter of a Ghost. Oh, Feather of Flight. Okay. Yeah, they're really trying to boost up their entity tracker, which I get. Ethereal armor, that's annoying. Seriously? What are you gonna seam rip? A token? I mean, sure, it gets rid of the token, I guess. But all right. Jeez, are they done yet? Okay, I could really go for a shoot the sheriff right about now. That would be great. Another Acolyte. That's not what I was hoping for. Yeah, so you need to get rid... they're going to seam rip. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. I mean, yeah, you could give everything flying. It won't be enough to take me out, but hexproof. You can't destroy it. Besides, it's with mana value 3 or greater. You could get rid of an Elegy Acolyte if you wanted. Yeah, they're trying to figure it out. Exactly enough. Whew, that was closer than I would have liked, but we got exactly enough. All right, we'll take that. We will take that. Either way, let's go ahead and jump into one more match. I haven't seen an Azorius enchantments deck yet. It's a hybrid enchantments token deck, is what that one is. It's, I guess, becoming a little bit more popular. I had seen it listed as like one of the top decks in Arena at the moment, like within the Platinum Mythic brackets, I guess, or it was a common one in the up there, but I hadn't actually faced one yet. Okay, yeah, having Ouroboroid is nice. Okay. So this is a play big stuff. Oh, okay, Cloud, how you doing? So an enchantment deck with, gotcha. Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Hello, Mabel. Mabel's a little annoying. Let's go here. I could do Ouroboroid, but it would use up all of my mana. So instead we're going to go Leyline. And we will pass. I'd kind of like to be able to just play Ouroboroid and still have mana left over to be able to protect it. Though that might not... Yeah, there's Chainsaw. That's going to get rid of you. You know what? I'm going to protect it. Which also lets me block their Mabel if they decide to attack. They did not. Oh, yes, 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 do that. I mean, it doesn't really... Ultimately, it doesn't matter that much. I'd rather just play Overlord of the Hauntwoods straight out if I can. Yeah, go ahead and do your damage. I'm okay with that. I don't like the idea of... One of the nice things. One of the nice things about mana generators, I can tap them in whenever I want. So I didn't lose them. Okay, another Cloud. Ooh, Archdruid's Charm. Let's just get rid of their Mabel. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Especially because I'm just drawing land now. It's like their third Cloud. That's not helpful. Yeah, we've lost here. I mean, even with an Overlord, even with the Overlord, we've still lost. I really don't have a response for that, but yeah, that is the case. For me, too many lands. For you, not enough. Here we go, Buster Sword. Doesn't it? Yeah, this lets you attach something. I mean, I'm just gonna let it happen because at this point, 10, I can block 5. You know, I can block 4 damage of it. So yeah, I'm just gonna let him have it. There's just I didn't see a way for winning. I would have had to have jump block with my Overlord to take 4 damage. Yeah, just taking me to 3, and then yeah, there's just I didn't see a way of winning that. That Day of Judgment came in clutch for them, I guess. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. But hey, sometimes that's just how it goes. And my friends, that is also where we're going to wrap up the matches for today. But don't go anywhere. We do have a pack to open from Lost Caverns of Ixalan. An older pack, but hey, could still be something interesting in here. Nothing new in the commons or uncommons. And our rare is Bringer of the Last Gift. Because of course it is. That's funny. That is funny to me. Maybe this is the game saying, hey, you should make one of those Dimir Reanimator decks that uses Bringer of the Last Gift. I don't know, something to think about maybe. Either way, we'll take it. As for my opinion on the deck, I kind of like it. It's not a very serious deck, and it's one that again is using. I mean, it's another example of Golgari using some of the better cards from green and black to try to make something coherent, and I think it works relatively well. Yeah, I think it works relatively well, to be honest. So I'll hold on to it for a little while and see what we can do with it. Then again, with the release of the Avatar set coming out in a couple of weeks, I believe, maybe we'll see something different for Golgari. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Either way, that is where we're going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.